All right, BobalosRex here, and this is what's going on 12.0.5. So, right off the jump, I'm going to read parts of this. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to show y'all what all this is, and then I'm going to also talk about what they don't mention in here. But let's get to it. Patch 12.0.5 goes live in less than 2 weeks, April 21st, 11 days. And I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. So let's get to it. Engage in new activities, experience more of the story in Midnight, and earn more loot as the efforts to push back the forces of the Void and their agents continue. You'll undertake new Void assaults, disrupt powerful ritual sites, get a boost with Void Forge, group up for decor duels, and more. Stave off Void assaults. The forces of the Void are vying for positions and control amongst themselves in a bid for more power as they seek every opportunity they can. Attacks begin in Eversong Woods and Zulaman zones. So then we have Void Strikes. Void Strikes take part in Eversong Woods or Zulaman on a weekly rotation. Once completed, a new one will begin in another part of the zone and continue to rotate through the zones. Void Incursions. These larger scenarios occur when enough Void Strikes have been completed in the zones and will take the might of many Azeroth's champions to defeat them. Alright, let's talk about these Void Assaults. So, we're here in the main little Void Assault hub in Silvermoon, right up top here. The Profession hub is right down there. And this is going to be where you got your decor vendor. Alright, there is a renown. Here is the renown. Let's talk about the renown. Ritual sites is the renown, because it also includes ritual sites. And this is going to be where you get your weekly quests, do the quest chain to unlock it. Here's the weekly. Here's the vendor for the gear. Alright, you can collect these dark particles when you're doing the void strikes and whatnot, and then turn those into the field accolades, which is going to be the currency. And then you have the cosmetic gear. This is going to be how you get that Void Tier 2 HD set. You also got the mount vendor right here. I've already shown these off before, but yeah, you got these. They haven't changed, but yeah, so this is going to be the main hub for Void Assaults. But let's talk about what they look like on your map real quick. So we head over here to Zulaman. As you can see on the big map, you can see what zone has the Void Assault up. And it'll be like, here's their weekly reward. So you head over here, and then so there's going to be the Void Strikes they talk about that pop up over the map. It's going to look like these. These are going to like rotate around the map. They get completed. They add percentage. Okay. And then a new one pops up. So you do enough of those, then this bar fills up, and then you basically, that part feels kind of like Farrak Assaults, but it includes the whole zone instead of just one little spot. And then the incursion part feels like the Legion Assault from when we just had Legion Remix, like the end quest, the end scenario. But you don't have to queue in it. So they remove the worst part of it. So yeah, you do like a little scenario right here, wherever the incursion's at. And then you complete it for the week. Basically, these first two things we're going to talk about is alt gearing. Either alternative gearing for your main, if you don't want to do delves, raiding, or whatever. You can do this instead. Or it's for collecting cosmetics, because there are cosmetics achievements and whatnot, but it's going to be mainly for either gearing alts or just a different way to gear a main. That's going to be what these are. Now let's talk about ritual sites. All right. Put a stop to rituals meant to empower the ambitions of power-hungry Naga and Twilight Blade cultists in small 1 to 5 player instances. As you take on greater challenges, you'll be able to receive greater rewards. In ritual sites, you'll choose some of the challenges you'll face as you climb through the tiers. Players will also unlock Great Vault rewards for the world content row alongside Delves and Prey. Players will earn field accolades from both void assaults and ritual sites as currency that they can use to purchase champion and heroic quality gear. Like I said, both of these are mainly gearing. So this is also where the rep for the ritual sites and the void assaults all is. And you would go to this lady to do unlocks for your ritual sites. But the ritual site is going to be in the opposite zone to the void assault. As you can see, it's over here in Eversong. All right, now we're going to head over there and I'll explain what they are in more detail. All right, I'm over here at the ritual site in Eversong. All right, like I said, it shows up on the map like that. And this, the way I would describe this is, as you can see, it almost looks like a delve window. And it's kind of like an outdoor delve. It will give you progress on your world tier row, like Pray and Delve. You can only do this at max level. The void assaults that we just talked about, you can actually do while leveling, okay? Now, the incursion part, I believe you can do as well, but I know you can do the quest to do the void strikes and whatnot. So, void assaults are for leveling as well. Ritual sites are only for max level, all right? Now, basically, outdoor delve is how I would describe this, with masks from visions. So basically, if you want to start doing these higher challenges, that will give you higher rewards. All right, now as you can see, there is a weekly rep, so I do have a concern about the rep, but you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and they'll adjust if they need to adjust. But either way, the ritual site, outdoor delve with vision masks. So as you increase the difficulty, you need to add challenges, right? But you also need to complete the previous tier. So to get tier 3, I got to do tier 2. To get tier 2, I got to do tier 1. And then, like I said, for tier 3, I would only have to activate 1. But it does look like you can activate 2 if you want. So I imagine in the achievements we look at later, there's going to be an achievement for doing a 5 with everything going on, or some kind of thing like that. But as you can see, for tier 5, you'd have to click on 4 of these to enter it. And that's ritual sites. All right, pretty simple. Again, it's just an alternative way to gear, and there are some cosmetic stuff you can get. There's a couple of mounts linked to the ritual sites, and of course the renown has some stuff linked to it as well. Right here, it's a 8 renown level track, so it's not too long, but there is going to be some weekly time gating to it in regards to how much rep we can get, most likely. Now let's move on to the next thing. All right, I'm here in the Void Storm because if you've been keeping up, we've actually been feeding this next feature. All right, and in the 2 weeks we will have fully completed, and this forge will be looking something like this. Now, what goes on with the Void Forge? So, Void Forge will provide new opportunities for players in Midnight to take their game further. You'll help a Dominar Decimus build a Void Forge to begin transmuting nebulous Void Cores, which are transmutable into powerful equipment upon defeating powerful foes in Midnight Season 1 raids or completing Mythic Plus dungeons and Bountiful Delves and Prey hunts on Nightmare difficulty. After unlocking the Void Forge, Decimus will require additional assistance to craft the Ascendant Nilhammer, alright, to allow players to upgrade their weapons and trinkets to new heights by collecting Ascendant Void Cores. So, basically, when we complete this Void Forge, we will be getting weekly bonus rolls. They are back. I'm actually happy about it. I've actually asked for bonus rolls back, so this is good. You'll be able to spend your bonus rolls on a raid boss kill or 2 M+. So I imagine it's probably 2 M+, 2 delves, or 2 praise. Alright. Along with the bonus rolls. Alright. That you'll be able to use per week. So 2 in these, 1 per raid. You'll be able to get the Neil Hammer. Okay, it looks to be this hammer right here. I'd imagine it's this. The way this works is you'll basically be able to use it on either hero track or myth track or profession items. Okay. Not embellishments. Okay. Crafted pieces. All right. You'll be able to use the Nil Hammer and a charge of these Ascended Void Cores to upgrade that piece by 10 item levels, but only on a max piece. So, for example, I would need to have, let's see. Okay, yeah, I have all this hero gear. So, I would need to max out this helmet to hero track 6 of 6. Then I can hammer it. All right. But ideally, right, you get myth track pieces and then you hammer those. You also would want to hammer your embellishments. But yeah, I'll add 10 item levels to a completed myth track or hero track gear. From what we've seen, I don't know how many we'll get per week. Maybe it'll be like 1 or 2 a week. We'll have to see. But that will be the Void Forge. If you haven't been keeping up, I'd get started now. Get it ready. And then let's get to the next feature. All right, now the next 2 features we're going to be talking about are mainly just for either collecting or just having fun with X game modes, you know, because some of these kind of feel like new little game modes, but let's talk about it. So we got Hide or Seek with Decor Duels. Amidst all the danger that swirls above Azeroth, there's something to be said about having a little fun. Players can join in a team versus team hide and seek style game taking place in Silvermoon City through the Group Finder 2 PvP tab to either hide as various housing decor items or seek out those who have donned the guise of an item. You'll earn new rewards including mounts, toys, and housing decor through this bite-sized event. Now the key there, in my opinion, is event. Alright, so you don't see it here. You know, I don't see Decor Duels up yet. It's not up on the PTR. But we have the vendors here. We're over here in Falcon Wings Square. Alright, all the way over here. So, Void Assault area, Decor Duel area. And yeah, it's marked as an event. So, that's going to be something important there. And you can get a mount, some transmogs, some toys, and some decor. So, it's definitely going to be, if you like hide and seek, it's a PvP mode. It's basically prop hunt, if you've ever heard of that. You basically pretend to be a chair and you try to hide from people looking for you. All right, and it's a PvP mode, so you can do that. Now, there is one more activity, the Abyss Anglers. Now, we got to go talk about it, and I'll meet you over there. All right. Now, we're way out here at the Amani Abyss. The Abyss Anglers, alright? Now, if you don't know, this was a feature on the beta, or an activity on the beta, and now it's finally back in the game. And they did add some stuff to the vendors, alright? And this is an activity you can do below level 90, okay? I'm not sure about the Decor Duel. You may have to be 90, but it may be 80 and up. It is just hide and seek. But this, for sure, you can do below 90. And then let's talk about this. Abyss Anglers. Dive deep into the shimmering waters off Zulamon's rugged coast where schools of exotic fish swarm just beneath the surface in a new repeatable event, Abyss Anglers. Team up to spear as many as you can and rack up points to unlock fishing rewards and upgrades to your diver gear, allowing you to venture deeper into the abyss where the greatest treasures await. Seek out Death Diver Jiju to suit up and enter the depths. Zip through the whirlpools, catch creatures with your harpoon, and discover treasures amidst the underwater steam vents. Prove your mastery to earn dive equipment upgrades and cosmetics. More adventures are calling you home. Now, I'm not sure how much they fixed the event from when I first did it, but these upgrades are a lot cheaper in pearls than the cosmetics. So you are kind of incentivized to go for the upgrades first. But if you're not enjoying the activity, what you can always do is just grind the basic amount of pearls, use it, buy the stuff you want. There is Fuse Vitality on this vendor now, so buy the cosmetics you want, and then get out of there. There's even a Loa, all right, and a pet. So you can do that, or you can do this fun. I call it like Subnautica Light, right? There's no like crafting and all that, but you go underwater and you're like, fish! I gotta get all these fish. I gotta grab all these fish, and it's almost like FPS a little bit, because you're basically in a vehicle and you shoot the harpoon in front of you. All right, but it is a cool, nifty little activity. I like it, and all of these activities, okay, have achievements related to them. So we're gonna head over here into exploration, and then this is where you're gonna see all the Abyss Angler achievements. So there is a ton of Abyss Angler achievements. If you like achievements, getting achievements, there's gonna be a ton of achievements to get out of Abyss Anglers. So you're gonna be underwater for a while. As for Decor Duels, it's actually under the world events. So I'm very interested to see if Decor Duels comes and goes. So maybe in the 0.7 or in the 0.7 or in the 0.1, it may go away for a bit. But either way, it's the Decor's Duel achievements. There's not too many, but there's definitely some if you want to get those. And then way down here in expansion features, we have Void Assaults and Ritual Sites have their own pool of achievements to do as well. So there's going to be plenty to do in that department. Now, there are a few more things I want to discuss that this post, that I will link, by the way, doesn't talk about. All right? I wanted to talk about the new Drakthir option, Battle Visage. Now, a lot of people may be choosing Chosen Identity, already have that up. I would recommend, if you want to use Battle Visage, turn that off. I was having issues with it, but basically the way it works, I use a spell that makes me be my dragon form, and as soon as it fades, I turn back. I use my Fire Breath. As soon as that's done, I turn back. I do my Deep Breath. Alright. Rawr. And now I'm back. So I think this is going to be really great for Evoker players. Also, a huge upgrade for just like showing off Transmog in general. We are going to have the option for how you sheath your weapon. Now look, way over here, way down over here, sheathing default on the back. So I can have it sheath on the back, or hide while sheath for, say I was using one-handed weapons here. So I have that. We have sheath on this side, sheath on the back, sheath on the side, hide while sheath, all that good stuff. So that option is going to be in the game. That's very nifty. I like that. Now there's one more thing I want to talk about. All right. So the thing I got to show is we finally got, for Void Elf Demon Hunters, but all Demon Hunters really, blue eyes. You may be like, where? What blue eyes? Here we go. Boom. So we got blue eyes for Void Elves, but also, look over here. It's not just them. Yep, there you go. For your Blood Elves, your Void Elves, and here, let's see, and even your Night Elves. We got blue eyes. It's not purple. It's blue. Let's be clear. It's blue eyes. So you got the flaming option, and you got the non-flaming option, but we got blue eyes for our Devourer Demon Hunters. That's basically it. All right. So real quick, sum it up. We got Void Assaults. All right. Alt gearing, alternative way for your main to gear. You can even level up while doing these. So that's something to do. Some of the mobs were too high level, but they were supposed to be doable while leveling. Alright. Next up, Ritual Sites. Max level. Outdoor Delves. Alright. You run those. You get some rep for the week. Another different way to gear. If you don't want to do Delve, you can maybe do this. A Delve and a Prey. You know, mix it up. Alright. Void Forge. Basically Turbo Boost. We get bonus rolls back And then this is how you upgrade your max level stuff, that little extra bump. You got that mythic trinket, give it that little extra 10 item levels, really make you pop up. It's going to be used on trinkets. Oh my goodness. You get a good mythic trinket, boop, fully max that sucker. All right, then we got fun little hide and seek game, different activities. All right, so we got the 2 gearing, then we got the turbo boost, now we got the fun in game. So we got the Core Duels event. All right, definitely gonna be something you want to get done while it's up. How long will it be up? Who knows? All right, they are calling it an event though. And then we got the whole new activity. Now this is gonna be up all the time. Abyss Anglers. I'm calling it Subnautica Light, and just a fun little thing. It's not fishing, but it's just a fun little side activity you can do for some cosmetics or not do. You don't have to do it. So you got stuff for gearing, you got stuff for pushing that extra little bit, and then you got fun in games, PvP, not PvP, and then we had the Evoker, Battle Visage, the weapon sheath options, and then the Devour Demon Hunter. Not just Devour Demon Hunter, but all Demon Hunters can now have blue eyes. Blue flaming eyes if they want. And that's it. 12.0.5. I think it's going to be alright. I have some issues with it, but that's for a different video. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.